Yo, what's good, YouTube? Today I will be breaking down my current Lakers LeBron James build. I do have a similar build that is more of the 2017-2018 Cavs LeBron. So if you guys want to see a video of that build, let's get this to like 5 likes and I'll drop the build video on that. I only have 8 cap breakers, so if you have more, the potential for this build could definitely be a lot better. But I kind of just wanted to make a blueprint of, you know, just a more realistic LeBron build, if you will. And also, if you want the face scan tutorial, if this video gets like 20 likes, I'll make a LeBron face cam video. And in this video, I will basically just break down everything for you guys, from the SIGs to what I put my cap breakers on, and I guess other cap breaker ideas. But let's get to it. All right, so for the position, obviously we went small forward. The height is going to be 6'9", and the weight is going to be 188 to get the 75 speed with the ball. And for the wingspan, I went with 7'1". I think LeBron's wingspan is like 7'3" or 7'4", but you can't even go 7'4" because it's 6'9". But if you were to go down on your wingspan, like the lower you go, the higher your 3-ball and mid-range would be. Obviously you sacrifice other attributes, but really it just depends on how you want to play. I know I wanted to play kind of in a nerdy way, like as close to how LeBron plays as possible. So I just went with the 71 because I know I need that 87 mid-range to get the Kobe dribble pull-up, which is honestly, to me, the best dribble pull-up for tall guards or any build that's just 6'5" to 6'9". All right, now let's get to the attributes. Disclaimer, I might over-explain a little bit, so you can put it in 2x speed or whatever, but it's important information, I think. All right, so the finishing, I went with 76 close shot. I would say between 76 and 80 is probably the sweet spot for a build with like above average finishing. Pause. And then I went with the 85 on the driving layup. The reason why I went with 85 is because of one, Jimmy Butler, but then I used 2 cap breakers to get it to 87 because, you know, I had to get LeBron James layup package. And then I went with the 87 driving dunk. 87 driving dunk actually surprised me. I don't know if it's because I have a higher standing dunk. At the time of this video, my standing dunk is now at a 75 and the build is at a 90 overall. But 87 with 75 vertical compared to my other build with like 93 driving dunk and 80 vertical, I feel like I get more dunks consistently with the dunk meter on this build than I do on my dunking build. So that's also one thing to note as well. So yeah, 85 on the driving dunk, standing dunk, 85 on the standing dunk, and then 70 post control because, you know, LeBron, he has post control. And then with the mid-range, I went with the 83, but I did use 4 cap breakers, as I said, to get that Kobe Bryant dribble pull-up. And then with the 3-point shot, I went with 80, free throws 75. And then, you know, LeBron, especially this year, has been passing a lot more. So I went with a 91 pass accuracy. 91 pass ac compared to 71 is a huge difference, like night and day. That's one thing to note. So if you do want to make passes that not a lot of people can make, I would say going between 87 to 91. And then if, you know, you want even faster passes, obviously go up higher. So we went with the 91 pass ac, then we went with the 80 ball handle, 75 speed with ball. We went with the 85 block, 80 interior defense, 75 perimeter defense, 48 steal, 70 O-board. That's also underrated as well. I get a lot of rebounds on this build, even though my rebounding isn't that high. 66 defensive board, and right now I have it at a 50 because it's not maxed out. But I'm telling you, it's really all about position. Also all about the level of competition that you're playing against. I use this for random rec a lot, and a lot of people really lack common sense. So it is important to have a build with some sort of rebound. I'm not gonna lie, because if you go in there with no rebound, say you're on a point guard, you have no rebound, and they don't pass you the ball, you're not gonna get the ball. Like, honestly, you're really not gonna get the ball unless, you know, you just start playing toxic. And I mean, maybe you want to do that, but that's not really my style of play. So I would recommend you, if you play random rec, I would say make a taller build and put some sort of rebounding on it. Like it'll make your experience playing 2K way more fun than going in there on a build with no rebound, especially if you play random rec. Squads is different, but random rec, yeah, you need rebound. And then for the speed, I went with 75. Agility went with 75. Still debating on if I want to use cap breakers to get those attributes up for different motion styles. Like I can't get the LeBron motion style. I think his I have to have both 77 speed and agility, but I've been using it without. And I've been using Neesmith. I think that's who it is. I can't remember. I have to look when we get to that, when we get to my 6. But 75 and 75 on this 6'9" build has not been horrible at all. I have another 6'9" with higher speed and agility, and arguably, bro, I don't know why, but I feel like I move better on this build with less speed and agility, which is crazy. It doesn't really make any sense. But anyways, I went with 72 on the strength. LeBron is strong, but sometimes, I don't know, I feel like 72 strength is pretty accurate. And then for the vertical, obviously we went with 75. And as you can see, we get shades of LeBron James, which is the reason why we made this video. And our archetype name is Shot Erasing Dime Finisher. And we get some pretty decent badges. Obviously, this is not a meta build. This is a build that can really do it all, finish at all 3 levels, defend at a decently, I guess you could say average or moderate rate. But this game is all about offense anyways. So having any sort of defense will kind of help you, kind of won't help you. It really just depends on your play style and how you use the build. Now let's get to the cap breakers. So I did use 2 cap breakers, as I said, on that 85 driving layup to get it up to 87 because I wanted LeBron's layup style. I did 85 because of Jimmy Butler. So if you have 85, you can get the Jimmy Butler driving layup, and you have to be from 6'5" to 6'9". I highly recommend, if you don't go to 87, go to 85, get Jimmy Butler's floater. That's all you need. Match that with the close shot. I'm debating on going to 80 close shot because it really is that OP, even mixed with the 87 mid-range. And I think if you have a higher mid-range, I feel like that'll help your floater a lot. Having a higher mid-range, because I have an SGA build, I have an 89 mid-range. High close shot, like I was telling you, that build also has an 85 standing dunk, but the floaters on that build, they don't get contested. And even when they do get highly contested, you'll see in some of these clips, even when they do get highly contested, there's still a huge green window. So I would recommend getting a higher close shot, getting a higher driving layup, getting a decent amount of dunk, at least 75 dunk, if you want to be able to finish at all 3 levels. And then standing dunk is also slept on. I would say if you can get a higher standing dunk, get a higher standing dunk. It's super easy, especially depending on if you play random rec and you get rebounds. I'm telling you, trust me, it'll make your experience playing 2K a lot better. This game has a lot of pros and a lot of cons, but at the end of the day, you want to enjoy your experience playing the game. I'm trying to help you do that. People always ask me, how don't I get frustrated? It's because I make builds like this. I make builds that are, 1, catered to my play style, but builds also 2 that I can, take over the game if I need to. I can get rebounds if I need to. I can pass the ball if I need to. And at the same time, I'm tall, so I can guard multiple positions. On this build, I do guard I wouldn't say 1 through 5, but I hold my own against point guards because, I do have 6'7" PG, no pun intended. But so I'm acclimated and I'm accustomed to, guarding the 1. And then also having some sort of level of IQ, and you can pick up on people's tendencies. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole breakdown within itself, a whole nother video within itself. But yeah, so that is going to be for the driving layup. And then the driving dunk, debating on if I want to go 89. I just kind of want to test it out just out of curiosity. I still have 2 cap breakers that I didn't use, but at times I want a higher offensive rebound, or At times I want to try out a higher agility or speed. But yeah, it's just kind of, yeah, something I'm just thinking through as I progress with the build. Obviously, I'll get more cap breakers, but at the point in time of recording this video, these are the cap breakers that I have used. And then I guess more notable ones, I would recommend going to 87 mid-range. I did use 4 cap breakers for that. But also make this build how you want to make it. This is just honestly a template, but at the end of the day, make it catered towards your play style. I'm just trying to help you navigate the build while also being able to do more, I guess, of what you want to do in 2K. But if I were to tell you non-negotiable things that you should absolutely do to survive in random rec, I would say have about similar stats to the finishing, similar stats to the shooting, similar stats to the pass accuracy. Like, that's a little different. That's really based on you, if you want to pass or if you just want to play like pure slasher. But if you know, because say you're running random rec and the point guard sucks, so they start giving you the ball more, which is what happens to me a lot. And you only have like 65 or 71 pass accuracy, you're not going to be able to make passes that you want to make. Like, you're not going to be able to make really good break starting passes with a freaking 71 pass accuracy. And I'm telling you this from experience, which is why I made this build. So yeah, I would say go with a higher pass accuracy. Definitely the ball handle is completely up to you as well. Like, you can use other attributes in defense, but as you can see, like, you get a decent amount of cap breakers in the defensive categories. Like, you get +3s, you get +3s, +2s, +8s if you really want to go for steal. Me personally, I don't go for a lot of steals. I do tip passes a lot. That's really dependent on you too. And then your block, I mean, I went with 85 block. I don't have it at 85 yet. But then the potential, you know what I'm saying? I can get 88, 91, 93, and then what is that, 95? Yeah, so I can get 95 block on this build if I really wanted to. And then with the offensive rebounding, you see the +4s, the +3s. You can do the math. I'm just trying to break it all down a little bit. Not trying to break it down that far. All right. And then for the speed, I would say speed is fine, just by my personal opinion. But again, make the build how you want to make it. I'm just trying to give you the blueprint. Even if you wanted to do it without cap breakers, if you were to do it without cap breakers, and if you wanted, I guess, I don't know, if you wanted less layup, you could take less layup, honestly. If you wanted to go like 80 layup, that's fine. That's what I have on my other build. And if you wanted to put that in the driving dunk, you could do that. If you wanted to make the wingspan smaller, if you wanted more threes, like, you could definitely do that. But I don't know. I feel like the way that I have this build built right now is like all the sweet spots minus the rebounding, maybe. Like 75 vertical, surprisingly, is pretty decent. Like 75 vertical and 87 driving dunk, I had no idea it was like that for real. But yeah, sorry, I'm yapping a little bit. I'm just really trying to help you guys out because I'm approaching it as if, you know, I were looking for not just a LeBron build, but a build that could actually, you know, help me at all levels of my game. I would say this is one of the builds that would do that the best, because you can do, even though it looks like you can do everything kind of mid, if you know what you're doing, bro, like you're cooking on this build. Like, you definitely are cooking. You're taking over games with this build. But yeah, let's get into the animations now. All right, so this is probably my favorite jump shot. It's easy to time. I do have 2K labs, but preferably invisibly, I just like this shot a lot better. So as you can see, we have Matt Ryan with the lower base and then Kevin Durant for both upper releases. And that's going to be on push with the release speed all the way maxed out. Okay, and last but not least, we have the gameplay animation. So the jump shot we just went over. Free throw, I use LeBron James. But if you want a easier free throw to time, I would say Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson is probably, to me, that's the best free throw for 6'5" to, I don't know, whatever the max height is that you get. It might be 6'9" too. A go shoe shot, I just went with LeBron, you know, just for the aesthetic of it being a LeBron build. Kobe Bryant dribble pull-up, pro spin jumper, Zach LaVine hop jumper. I used to, in 24, I used to go with Jimmy Butler, but Zach LaVine's, I feel like his is better. You can actually cancel out of Zach LaVine's. Dunk style, I have a clip for that, so I will upload that. Just give me 1 second. Let's go over the layup. Normal layup, I went with LeBron. Reverse layup, LeBron. Jimmy Butler floater. Quick scoop, I just do default small. LeBron James Euro step. Layup hop step. I went with LaMelo Ball. Default swing for the layup spin. Kobe Bryant post fade. LeBron James hook. Kobe Bryant hook shot. Tracy McGrady go-to shot. I don't even really do go-tos. I probably should. And then the motion style. Okay, it was Nickeil Alexander-Walker. It was not Neesmith. And then for the pass style, I went with LeBron James. People like De'Aaron Fox, I agree. His pass style is very nice. I will say, though, LeBron has better full court passes, and I throw those a lot. Unfortunately, I don't think I have any clips of me. I didn't clip any of my full court passes, but if this video goes well, I'll just drop like random rec footage and we'll see where it goes. But yeah, dribble style went with LeBron just for the aesthetic. People go with Zach LaVine. I think his motion style, Zach LaVine's pretty good for a dribbling style. For the size up, I went with Tyrese Halliburton. The breakdown combo, Jordan Poole. Escape moves, Jimmy Butler. Combo moves, Jason Tatum. I think Jason Tatum's combo moves is actually like pretty quick. That's why I went with it. He has like the burst out of it. So I used Jason Tatum. That might be slept on. I don't know if people are already on that wave or not. Jordan Poole crossover behind the back. DeMar DeRozan. Penny Hardaway spin. Anthony Edwards hesitation. The infamous Vince Carter step back. And then LeBron James triple threat. A lot of the LeBron James stuff is clearly for the aesthetic, but here's a hidden gem. I will say, if you have a build and you like to do a lot of layups and quick stop, I don't know if this is known. I don't know if people even know it. This is just something that I found out because I have 2 6-7 builds with high layup, and I was looking for a motion style for them. Because with the other ones, I would kind of get dragged like into the paint when I would just try and do a simple floater or I would try and do a quick stop. So what I have learned is that if you use the dribble style, I think it's, I'm sorry. It might be LaMelo Ball. I'll drop a screenshot, but it might be LaMelo Ball. And if you use the motion style SGA, or it might be double SGA. I don't know. I have to look to double check. I will put a screenshot in this video. But if you use that, you will like have better quick stops. You'll be able to stop on a dime when doing a floater. You won't like get dragged into the paint. So yeah, that's just a hidden gem there. And to wrap up this video, I would just show you guys like the little clips that I have. I'm sorry that I don't have like a lot of defensive clips. I really wasn't even planning on making this video, so I just took all the clips that I had. But maybe I'll mix in some LaMelo Ball footage that I have clipped and some SGA clips that I have. And if this video goes well, maybe I'll continue this on, but we shall see. But yeah, enjoy these clips. Also, this music that you've been hearing in the background, I did make it. So if you like this video, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know about any animations. Let me know what you think about the build. If your criticism is harsh or if it's nice, dude, either way I can handle it. But you know, just feedback would be great to know. And let's see, comment what your favorite build is of all time. What is your favorite build of all time? See y'all.